Hey everyone. Waving hand sign, welcome to the channel, your new home for exciting and up-to-date content you don't want to miss. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss an update. And please, share this video with your friends, family, and anyone who would love this too. Your support means everything. Let's grow this amazing community together. Gianluigi Donnarumma to Man United latest as PSG reach agreement on transfer. Paris Saint-Germain on the verge of signing a new goalkeeper in Lille star Lucas Chevalier, which could pave the way for Gianluigi Donnarumma to join Manchester United. Gianluigi Donnarumma is reportedly interested in joining Manchester United, with Paris Saint-Germain closing in on the signing of a new goalkeeper. Donnarumma is widely considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he has played a key role in PSG's recent success. The Italy captain made 47 appearances across all competitions last season, helping PSG win the Champions League, Ligue 1 and the Coupe de France, as they became the first French club to win a continental treble. However, Donnarumma is only under contract through 2026, and talks over a new deal appear to have stalled. According to a report from L'Equipe, PSG have agreed a deal to sign Lille goalkeeper Lucas Chevalier. The report states that a fee of €40 million, £35 million, has been agreed for the 23-year-old, excluding bonuses. PSG are hoping to finalize the transfer in time for their European Super Cup clash against Tottenham on August 13th. As a result, Donnarumma looks set to leave Paris this summer, and Team Talk are reporting that United have formally registered their interest. The report states that United believe a deal would be very difficult at the moment, but that could change. Donnarumma is said to be keen on a move to Old Trafford due to United's stature, even though they will not be competing in the Champions League next season and are coming off the back of their worst Premier League finish. Andre Onana is currently United's first-choice goalkeeper, but he has come under fire since joining the club from Inter Milan back in 2023 after making a series of high-profile mistakes. And when asked about his future earlier this summer, Onana said, "Will I leave? I don't know, we'll see." United boss Ruben Amorim, though, has backed Onana to enjoy a much improved campaign this year. "I think even when you talk about Andre, you can see the goalkeepers," Amorim told reporters. "Even Tom Heaton is leaner. He's a different goalkeeper. Altay Bayindir did really well, and Onana is going to be better, like the other guys, this year. I think are we better in every detail, in the organization of the day by day. The nutrition is better, the way we cook, what we eat, how we prepare training. I think that we are more organized. I think we have people now that help us to be better. I'm not concerned with small things, and I was last year. So, those things help us and help me to think more about watching the game, watching the team. So it's a big help for me. When it's a big help for the technical staff, it's a big help for the players." Man United transfer news. Carlos Baleba verdict given as Red Devils chase next deal. Manchester United have been busy in the transfer market as Ruben Amorim aims to get his squad up to the levels required to climb the Premier League table. This season Manchester United's Premier League campaign is just over a week away, but their transfer business could continue beyond then. Ruben Amorim's squad has been bolstered with the addition of Matheus Cunha, Brian Buemo, and Diego Leon, with all signs suggesting there's more to come. Benjamin Sesko is next in line, though, at the time of writing, a deal for the striker has been agreed but not completed, with a medical now set to be completed. United have also explored a move for Carlos Baleba, but it could be tricky to find the funds to sign the Cameroonian midfielder on top of a £70 million plus deal for Sesko. United take on Fiorentina in their final pre-season friendly on Saturday, looking to round off an unbeaten run of matches in Europe and the United States. The standout result was a 4-1 victory over Bournemouth, while Amorim's team also beat West Ham and drew with both Everton and Leeds. They will begin their Premier League campaign the following weekend with a blockbuster game against Arsenal. The Gunners suffered a second pre-season defeat on Wednesday, following up a 1-0 loss to Tottenham in Hong Kong, with a home reverse against Villarreal. United's lineup for that first game could well depend on what business gets done in the next week. Here are Mirror Football's latest transfer lines from around Old Trafford. Eriksen offered Burnley chance. Christian Eriksen could be about to make an immediate return to the Premier League with Burnley. The Danish midfielder has been a free agent since leaving Old Trafford at the end of June and opted against dropping down to the Championship with Wrexham. According to the Mail, Scott Parker's newly promoted Clarets have made contact over a potential move, though they face competition from elsewhere in Europe. If they succeed, they would reunite Eriksen with his former Tottenham teammate Kyle Walker. After landing the right back earlier in the window, Christian Eriksen is still a free agent, Image, AP. Burnley also confirmed the signing of former United loanee Martin Dubravka on Thursday. The Slovakian goalkeeper, who joins from Newcastle, played 2 cup games while on loan at Old Trafford during the 2022-23 season. Man United target Carlos Baleba's response to transfer interest spoke volumes. Manchester United are being linked with a move for Brighton star Carlos Baleba, and the Cameroonian has already made his thoughts clear. When asked about the growing speculation around him, Manchester United target Carlos Baleba highlighted his elite mentality when dismissing transfer rumours last year. The Brighton star has attracted interest from a number of top clubs, but rather than getting caught up in all the noise, Baleba has insisted he just wants to get his head down and work hard. United have splurged well over £100 million on attacking talent this summer and are nearing a deal for another forward, Benjamin Sesko, for a fee of around £74 million, but they are yet to secure a central midfielder, arguably one of the areas they most need to bolster, especially considering Ruben Amorim's doubts about Kobbie Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte, as well as the fact that Casemiro is not getting any younger. Issue immediate response. That could soon change, though, as reports emerged on Wednesday evening claiming United intermediaries had reached out to Brighton to discuss a potential deal for 21-year-old Cameroonian. Baleba matches the profile of the midfielder Ineos have been targeting for United, considering his age, skill set, and top-flight experience. Rio Ferdinand told United Chiefs to prioritize a move for him over Sesko last month, labeling him as a midfielder who can do it all. The 21-year-old has also shown valuable traits, including a strong work ethic and humility, during his short time at Brighton. He demonstrated his character last year when quizzed about being linked with a transfer amid rumored interest from clubs like Liverpool. When asked about talk of a potential move to other Premier League sides, Baleba emphasized he was not focused on other clubs. Instead, he stated he was eager to keep progressing and even hinted he may not be ready to be a star player at a top club. "I don't really think like that. Playing for 2. Hello everyone, this is our home. Please make sure you subscribe." Baleba is firmly established at Brighton, having joined from Lille in August 2023 on a 5-year deal until 2028, with an option for an additional year. Manchester United have reportedly made initial inquiries regarding Baleba this summer, signaling interest in bolstering their midfield. Manchester World. Despite the interest, Brighton have made it clear they do not intend to sell Baleba this summer, describing a potential move as unlikely, with a more realistic window being next year, 2026. PSG are also said to be targeting Baleba, but they are considered late to the race and would need to act fast, with Brighton only open to offers if a satisfactory bid is made back in April 2025. Brighton placed a £100 million price tag on Baleba to ward off interest from clubs like Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea. Reports suggest a potential valuation of £80 million or more, particularly if a bidding war occurs. Fans and pundits have underscored his importance and potential. Rio Ferdinand, for example, urged Manchester United to prioritize Baleba over other targets, citing his energy and tactical impact. As of today, Carlos Baleba remains a Brighton player. While multiple big clubs, including Manchester United and PSG, are monitoring him, Brighton are not open to selling him this summer, and any potential move would most likely take place next season in 2026, provided the right offer comes in. With Benjamin Sesko very close to joining Manchester United, the recruitment bods need something else to do. They have passed the time by trying to find out just how much it would cost to sign Carlos Baleba from Brighton. Ruben Amorim needs an extra central midfielder who can actually run around a bit, and the Cameroonian would be ideal, but the Seagulls are not keen on selling. Across Manchester, it's about trying to get rid of a few, as Pep Guardiola wants to trim his squad. Jack Grealish does not look like he will get much in the way of minutes at City this season, and will seek opportunities elsewhere. Everton have made contact with City as they seek a season-long loan, but are a bit worried about how much the winger is actually on because they will not be able to pay the full lot. One person not heading out the Etihad Stadium exit door is Mateo Kovacic. Saudi Premier League clubs have expressed interest in the Croatian midfielder, but it is just not the move for the 31-year-old who would rather stay in the Premier League. Having missed out on every man and his dog this summer, Newcastle have their eyes firmly fixed on the next person to turn them down. He goes by the name John McGinn, and he currently plays for Aston Villa. Everton previously made inquiries about the Scotland midfielder, but nothing was doing. Nottingham Forest are the latest club to find that Ipswich are not particularly eager to let Omari Hutchinson go. Brentford tried to steal him away earlier in the summer, and now Evangelos Marinikis has offered a massive wad adding up to £35 million, only to be told that is not enough and being sent on his way. A more likely move involving Forest and a winger could see Jota Silva leave the club and return to Portugal with Sporting. The Tricky Trees want double the £5.9 million they paid for him 12 months ago. The world may need to get used to two Idrissa Gueyes in the Premier League because West Ham are stepping up their interest in the Mets teenage prodigy who shares a name with the Everton man. The French club won £13 million for the forward, who has also attracted interest from Manchester United and Brentford. Jose Mourinho is eyeing a £13 million for the Tottenham midfielder Yves Bissouma, who is tempted by a move to Fenerbahce. West Ham and Juventus could, however, provide competition for his signature .1 midfielder wanting to leave Turkey is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The midfielder looks set to be released by Besiktas soon enough, and that has alerted English clubs to his availability. Leeds might fancy securing the services of the former England international for absolutely nothing. Carlos Baleba to Man United transfer truth emerges as Brighton chief shares instant update. Manchester United transfer news as Carlos Baleba's future is put to Brighton chief Paul Barber after links to Old Trafford Brighton, and Hove Albion chief executive Paul Barber has played down speculation that Manchester United have been in contact over the possibility of signing Carlos Baleba. Reports on Wednesday night have claimed that United have contacted the Seagulls, via intermediaries, to explore the conditions for a move for the midfielder. Baleba has 3 years left on his current deal at the Amex Stadium and is one of the most sought-out youngsters in his position after moving to Lille. It's understood that Brighton want to keep the Cameroon international for at least another year, while United need to sell players to afford further additions. On Wednesday evening, Brighton held their annual pre-season fans forum, with head coach Fabian Herzler and Barber taking questions ahead of the new Premier League season. Asked if this summer would be the right time to sell the 21-year-old, Barber revealed an insight into the current situation regarding Baleba and United after Herzler jokingly seemed to avoid the question for Barber to answer. The Seagulls chief, via BBC Sussex, said, "We've got some great talent. There's always going to be interest in our players. Manchester United have not been in touch with me. So from that point of view, speculation is speculation. We will always try to make sure we sell our best players at the right time, not just for the player but for us. If we end up doing that with any player, it's with the view to leave Fabian with a very competitive squad, whatever happens. We don't want to sell our best players. Carlos is a fantastic talent who has a lot of years ahead of him. We hope he will be here for many years to come. But it's something that, as always, is subjective to the dynamics of the football world, which isn't always predictable.